Hi, this is Domenica from GamerU. E3 just happened, and what an exciting show it was, with some of the biggest publishers announcing new game titles to be released in the coming year. So, with so many new games announced, we decided to poll our gaming experts and compile a list of the top 10 new games announced at E3. The criteria was simple. We mainly focused on gameplay, industry buzz, and how well the games performed during the press conference and on the show floor. So, without much further ado, here is our list of the top 10 new games announced at E3.
Alright, kid. Let's go do it.
At number 10, Destiny. The next epic game by legendary developer Bungie, this Borderlands meets Halo game, looks amazing. The story trailer showed the darkness returning to destroy the Traveler, and even though gameplay looks the same as last year's, we still can't wait to pick up the game.
Why don't you put that down so we can talk?
Out here in the wild, this is how we talk.
At number 9, Evolve. Evolve is the newest game from Left 4 Dead developer Turtle Rock Studios. Instead of fighting zombies, we get to fight against a giant monster. It's a 4-player co-op shooter just like Left 4 Dead, with the difference being a 5th player can be the monster. This year, they showed another evolution of the creature, and the different classes the player can play, such as a medic, hunter, soldier, and engineer-like class. The players also work together in order to take down the monster. This looks like a fun game with all the shooting, future weaponry, and the monster just eating people up. At number 8, we have Sunset Overdrive. This Xbox One exclusive from Insomniac Games brings its specialty of wacky and unique guns in a world filled with monsters. We grind endlessly on rails while shooting up a vinyl records gun and jumping on top of an exploding trampoline to get to the other side of the level. And that's just a small taste of it. The game sells itself as being really fun, exciting, and a high-octane thrill ride. At number 7, Inside. The presentation was great during the press conference, with Phil Spencer walking on stage wearing a Limbo shirt. Play Dead's newest game brings a more somber tune just like its predecessor, Limbo. This game follows the story of a kid in some sort of bizarre dystopian future with very low zombie-looking people walking in the background, and you're being chased by dogs and boars and some other weird-looking monsters. The game is filled with puzzle chambers of death, just like Limbo, only it's more gruesome since it's all in color. At number 6, Battlefield Hardline. EA announced a new Battlefield game, and I was surprised they decided to take a breather from the modern military shooter to a game about cops versus robbers. This game looks fun. We get to use grappling hooks, zip lines, helicopters, rocket launchers, and guns. The gameplay on the press conference showed destructible environments, a whole crane destroying a building, a destroyed bridge to set up a new way to escape, and just pure adrenaline action. The objective is robbers pulling a big heist, and the cops must bring them to justice. The game brings something that is familiar into an entirely new environment.
You have the right to remain silent.
At number 5, Rainbow Six Siege. After a 6-year hiatus, Rainbow Six returns, and this time with a bang. We see how a team of very horrible players try to save a hostage from a bunch of evil bad guys. What is cool about this game demo is the RC drone checking out the layout, seeing the enemies setting up barriers and barricades to lock up the house and then up to the hostage. Then it goes to straight explosions, breaking through walls and windows, destroying barricades, losing the hostage, and bringing the hostage back. The whole gameplay segment is cool to watch.
Here, bitch. He got me.
All right, I got the window.
Go.
At number 4, Valiant Hearts. A new IP from the developers of UbiArt, known for their work on Rayman Origins and Legends. Instead of a wacky, cartoony look, they decided to go with a more somber tune that is set during World War I. The game is based on actual letters during this time period, and the entire story is told by this lovable dog that goes between 4 different characters. The game involves a lot of jumping and puzzle solving, and the tone is what's going to make this game great, just like the other indie games.
And Carl.
If only I could light your way home through the fields of war.
At number 3, we have Far Cry 4. Ubisoft already announced this game earlier this year, but what was shown during their press conference was nothing but pure gold. We get a new villain like the infamous Voss, Pagan Min, but this one is much more diabolical. The gameplay showcased the use of wingsuit, gyrocopter, grappling hooks, and elephants. That's right, the elephants can be used to pillage in this game. Friends can also jump in and out of this game, but on the PS4, the friend does not even need the game to play with you. It's a bonus for those who can't decide if they want to buy the game or not.
Just a moment, I want to get a little picture right into the camera. There we are. Awesome.
At number 2, we have Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Geralt returns in this dark fantasy RPG by CD Projekt Red. The last 2 games were amazing, really bringing forth new RPG elements and the consequence of decision-making to a whole new level. This time around, we get new, beautiful, updated graphics, making it look like some sort of cinematic scene. We were shown a main quest hunting a griffin, his new attacking ability, and then we stumble upon some bad guys. They showcased the combat, which was way more fluid than the previous game, with sword fighting, magic combos, and some dodging. Then, of course, dialogue trees, which is what the game is known for.
Guess I gotta make this climb.
At number 1, Batman Arkham Knight. The Arkham Knight gameplay looked great as we got to see the vastness of the open world in Gotham City. Some gameplay highlights included the Batmobile crashing its way through the streets of Gotham and transforming into a tank. We saw Batman jumping out of the highest point in the game, gliding in a way that he's flying, and a new style of combat making the game as new as the first time Arkham came out. Then we got the villain of the game, Scarecrow, and the mention of the Arkham Knight, whose identity is shrewd in secrecy.
All that remains is for you to watch as I drag your beloved Gotham into oblivion.
That's it for our list of the top 10 new games announced at E3. Come back next time for more top 10 videos here at GamerU.